on the go-ahead drive, the fourth down pass to Hightower, then the touchdown pass to Fulgham. Can you take us through those two plays?
Yeah, Coach had a great play call on the fourth down to get John open. John did a good job of creating separation, and that was a huge play for us to keep that drive going. And then just a couple plays later, the go ball to Travis. Obviously, a limited amount of time on task working with Travis, but that's something that he can do and do well, and he tracks the ball well. And we broke the huddle, and I told him to be ready on that one, and we made a play, and pretty impressive how he not only caught the ball but kept his feet in to get in the end zone. But that was just a huge night for us to rally around a bunch of different guys, new faces out there making plays.
Jeff McLean and then Tim McManus.
Carson, we talked this past week about how what happened late last season with all the injuries, that maybe that's something that could get you guys going again this week. How did that factor into the game plan? How did that factor into your mentality when you were out there, when you were preparing for this game?
Yeah, I think as far as the game plan went, we kind of just did what we did, and had a game plan ready to go for that style of defense, and expected guys to step up and make the plays when asked to, and that's what we did, and for me, as far as my preparation, and, I didn't overthink anything. It was, guys are there and they're going to make the play and trust them, and, guys did a good job all week of coming together and building this thing together, and obviously tonight it was just a huge team win. Everybody all around, offense, defense, special teams, making plays when they needed to.
Tim and then Chris Franklin.
Carson, how many times did you have the opportunity to rep that play with Travis in practice? And what did you get to say to him afterwards in the locker room or on the sidelines?
Rep that play once, and it's just cool. We broke the huddle. I told him to be ready. I've seen him with this team for a while now, going up against our defense on scout team, and what he does to our defense. So been watching him and seeing what he's capable of doing, and I was just proud of him for coming out here tonight and making the plays when asked of him.
Chris, and
did you hit on that one in practice?
We did. So we're 2 for 2 on that one.
Chris and then John McMullen.
Carson, did you make a concerted effort to use your legs more tonight, being that with the situation with all your lack of weapon or starters that were in the game?
No, I don't go into a game thinking, it's time to scramble or anything. Pocket sometimes breaks down. They do a good job in coverage. So, sometimes they cover us up and got to make a play. And so that's something really the last 2 weeks that, I'm feeling good. Guys are doing a good job holding their blocks up front. So when we can extend plays like you saw tonight, there's some big plays to be had down the field when the things do break down like that.
John and then Martin Frank.
Hey, Carson, you mentioned the guys up front. Jordan, obviously his first start at left tackle, and there are a lot of moving parts. Lane was in and out with the ankle. I think Jason left for a little bit as well. How did that affect you? And I know you got to look at the tape, but how do you think Jordan played in his first start?
Yeah, like you said, we got to watch the tape, but, off the bat, I feel like he did a great job. I'm so proud of him and Jack and just stepping up when asked. It was one of those things that didn't know who was going to play this week, where they were going to be, and decided yesterday, it was Jordan's time, and for him, how hard he's worked ever since he's been here to get this opportunity on Sunday Night Football, and to do a great job. I think the whole O-line did a great job against a really good defensive line over there, and he held his own and did a great job. Obviously, we'll watch the tape, but I'm just proud of him and really everybody for stepping up.
Martin and then Rob Monty.
Carson, I know you obviously played last season, the end of last season with, so many of your top receivers out, but did you ever envision having to do this again, not only with the wide receivers, but without 4 offensive linemen?
Yeah, you can't really make it up, the injuries and the situations that we've been put in. But, that's the hand we're dealt. That's the hand we're dealt, and guys have been ready. They've been working their tail off for their moment when it comes, and you saw tonight a bunch of guys making plays that maybe were on practice squad last week or different things. And obviously the O-line, a lot of young guys that have been filling in and stepping up and doing an amazing job. And so really, hats off to the coaches for getting these guys ready, but, hats off to these guys for staying ready and being locked in the way they were for tonight.
We have time for 2 more, so we'll go Rob and then Les.
Carson, 2 weeks in a row, you've been running the ball a lot, but also even when you're not running with the ball, you're moving around a lot, you're throwing on the run. How comfortable are you doing that? How much do you enjoy being on the move, creating and extending plays and making things happen?
Yeah, I mean, I love being on the move and, extending plays, making things happen, like you said. I think just it puts a lot of stress on the defense. Obviously, I got to be smart and know when to take my chances and know when to throw the ball away, all of those things. But, especially a team like tonight that plays a lot of zone coverage, when plays break down, they're out of position or guys are coming open down the field. So, that, like I said, there's a lot of big plays to be had when you do escape and move the pocket. And, we've made a couple of them tonight.
Last one here with Les.
Carson, it just seemed like for so many drives tonight, you had to just inch the ball down the field, and it was so painstaking. And every mistake, the Jordan Mailata false start killed a drive. Every mistake just seemed enormous. What was it like to overcome that? How much patience did you have to hang in through all of that and get the points at the end?
Yeah, I mean, you got to be patient anytime you're going up against a good defense like that, but not only a good defense, but the way they play. They're going to play discipline. They're going to make you, move the ball underneath, and just really earn it. They're not going to give up many big plays. And we knew that coming into the game. We knew that, and we built the game plan around that. And like you said, obviously the mistakes and, little things can add up in those certain drives, but guys made enough plays to get the win tonight, and I'm proud of them.